Imagine a musician whose poetic lyrics have graced the big stages, whose melodies, while they've been sung by country legends and pop icons alike, and his influence has subtly shaped entire genres for decades yet. His name might not always be the first you hear when discussing the pantheon of music greats.
Right.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into the extraordinary career of just such an artist.
That's right. Our mission today is to unpack the incredible journey of Rodney Crowell, American singer, songwriter, record producer, performer. His artistry is, well, it's far more pervasive than his public profile might suggest.
Yeah.
We'll explore how he moves so fluidly between, progressive country, that genre known for blending traditional country with more sort of rebellious singer-songwriter vibes.
Right, that alternative edge.
Exactly. And then mainstream pop and Americana, which really emphasizes those roots music traditions.
We're tracing his path from, humble Texas roots all the way to Grammy-winning collaborations and critically acclaimed solo work. We're going to uncover why he's considered a true craftsman of American music.
And all the fascinating details for this deep dive, they come from a thorough examination of his Wikipedia entry.
Which, let me tell you, is a treasure trove. It lays out a story that's not just a timeline, but it's a testament to this relentless artistic pursuit. So let's dig in.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So Rodney Crowell was born August 7, 1950, in Houston, Texas. And from the very beginning, music wasn't just in his home. It was basically in his DNA. I mean, picture this. One grandfather led a church choir. The other was a bluegrass banjo player.
Wow.
His grandmother played guitar, and his father sang semi-professionally in local bars and honky-tonks.
That's not just a musical family. That's like a whole musical ecosystem. It's no wonder he started playing drums in his father's band at the tender age of 11.
Yeah, 11.
And what's even more interesting, during his teenage years in Houston, he wasn't just steeped in country. He was jamming in various garage rock bands, mixing the hits of the day right alongside those country numbers. How do you think that early versatility shaped his unique sound later on?
Oh, it absolutely laid a crucial foundation. That exposure to both raw electric garage rock and the storytelling tradition of country gave him such a broader palette,
Right.
So when he made that pivotal move to Nashville in August of 1972, he arrived with this unique blend already kind of simmering.
Okay.
It wasn't long before he was discovered by Jerry Reed, landing him a crucial songwriting job. But perhaps even more impactful was meeting and befriending Guy Clark and Townes Van Zandt.
Big names.
Huge influences. They weren't just friends. They became profound mentors, really influencing his approach to songwriting in ways that would define his career.
That raw Nashville period clearly forged his foundational skills, and it seems Crowell himself recognized its profound impact. He once reflected on that time with this powerful quote. He said, "I got a real cold splash in the face of what real songwriting is about. I started filling my mind with as many symbols and images as I could. I started reading. I got real hungry to have something to contribute." Just feel that hunger, right? That almost academic drive to master his craft, even decades later.
You truly can. And that drive quickly translated into tangible opportunities.
Yeah.
Emmylou Harris, who had already recognized his talent by recording his song Bluebird Wine on her Pieces of the Sky album.
Right, she knew.
She sought him out. After he sat in with her at a gig at the legendary Armadillo World headquarters in early '75, she asked him to play rhythm guitar in her backing band, the Hot Band.
The Hot Band.
He accepted on the spot, moved to Los Angeles the very next day, and played with her for 3 years. It was like a whirlwind transition from aspiring writer to touring musician with a huge rising star.
What an incredible launch pad. From garage bands to Nashville, then boom, directly into Emmylou Harris's orbit. And that band became legendary itself. But while he was with the Hot Band, he wasn't just, content to back her up. He formed a side project in 1977, this group called the Cherry Bombs, with future stars like Vince Gill and Tony Brown. That really speaks to his constant creative energy, doesn't it?
Precisely. Yeah, that side project really underscores his innate drive to create beyond just one single role. He signed a solo deal with Warner Bros. Records, releasing his debut album, Ain't Livin' Long Like This, in August 1978.
Okay, the solo career begins.
Right. Now, his first 3 albums, including that debut, along with But What Will the Neighbors Think and Rodney Crowell, they didn't exactly set the charts on fire commercially. However, they quietly built this huge cult following among critics and fellow musicians. Crowell himself even criticized his debut, said it didn't fully capture the studio energy. It was sort of a period of artistic apprenticeship, you know. Critical acclaim simmering beneath the surface, priming him for what was coming.
It's fascinating how some artists find their true voice or audience even amidst those early commercial struggles. But even with those challenges, his songwriting prowess just couldn't be denied.
Yeah.
His single Ashes by Now from But What Will the Neighbors Think did reach number 37 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1980. That's decent.
Yeah.
But more significantly, other artists were having massive success with his songs. Waylon Jennings took I Ain't Livin' Long Like This to the charts.
Classic.
The Oak Ridge Boys scored with Leaving Louisiana in the Broad Daylight, and then you have Johnny Cash, Rosanne Cash, Emmylou Harris, Jerry Reed, all covering multiple Crowell compositions. What was it about his writing, you think, that made him such a songwriter in the eyes of his peers?
Well, he had this uncanny ability to craft narratives that felt intensely personal, yet somehow universally relatable. Often with this subtle wit and a real mastery of poetic imagery that just elevated his compositions beyond typical chart fare. Other artists recognized that craftsmanship, that depth, and they wanted to bring that same feeling to their own interpretations. This period really cemented his reputation.
Okay.
And then came a major pop songwriting hit with Shame on the Moon, recorded by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band for their 1982 album, The Distance.
Oh yeah, huge song.
This song was a phenomenon. It spent 4 weeks at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, topped the adult contemporary chart, and even placed in the top 15 of the country chart in early '83. It significantly boosted Crowell's cult status, praised for its dark, poetic, and hypnotic style.
That crossover was remarkable. To have a song resonate so deeply across country, pop, and adult contemporary audiences, it speaks volumes about its power, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And his song Till I Gain Control Again became a #1 country single for Crystal Gayle in 1983.
Right. After Emmylou had recorded it first back in '75.
It's almost like he was the industry's secret weapon or something. Yet, amidst all this songwriting success, he actually put his own music career on hold in 1981 to produce several albums for his then-wife, Rosanne Cash. That's quite a commitment.
It really was a generous collaborative move that speaks volumes about his character and his belief in Rosanne's artistry. He returned to his own music in 1984, recording Street Language for Warner Bros. But that particular pop-sounding effort was rejected by the label.
Ouch.
Yeah, a significant setback. But he negotiated a release from his contract and found a new home at Columbia Records. This moment really highlights the resilience often required in the music business and artists committed to their vision, even when labels don't initially see it, you know.
Totally. So after those early career ups and downs on the solo front and proving his immense value as a songwriter for others, what strategic shifts or creative decisions did Crowell make when he signed with Columbia that ultimately paved the way for his massive breakthrough?
Excellent question. Well, after producing Rosanne Cash's Rhythm and Romance, Crowell officially signed with Columbia in 1986. His first album for the label was actually a reworked version of that rejected Street Language.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, co-produced with the legendary Booker T. Jones. While it blended soul and country, it didn't chart, which shows that even with a new label and a refined vision, immediate success wasn't guaranteed.
Right.
But this was merely a prelude, really, a final refining step before a truly monumental breakthrough.
And what a breakthrough it was. This is where Rodney Crowell, who'd been admired for his songwriting and alternative country leanings, just achieved massive mainstream popularity. His critically acclaimed 1988 album, Diamonds and Dirt. It produced an astonishing 5 consecutive #1 singles on the Hot Country Songs chart.
5.
Over just 17 months in '88 and '89. 5 #1s that's almost unheard of for any artist, let alone one who'd spent years kind of in the wings.
It really is an incredible achievement and a testament to his persistence.
Mm-hmm.
Those singles were, It's Such a Small World, the duet with Rosanne Cash.
Great song.
I Couldn't Leave You If I Tried. She's Crazy for Leavin' After All This Time, which significantly won the 1990 Grammy Award for Best Country Song, his first Grammy.
It's this Grammy. Yeah.
And Above and Beyond, a cover of the Buck Owens 1962 hit. This album wasn't just a commercial success. It truly demonstrated Crowell's ability to take the nuanced literary songwriting he'd honed and translate it into accessible, chart-topping country music without compromising his artistic integrity. It's a rare feat. Few artists manage to sustain that.
5 consecutive #1s, including a Grammy winner. That album was just a phenomenon, and the success didn't stop there, right?
Not at all.
His follow-up album, 1989's Keys to the Highway, produced 2 more top 5 hits in 1990, Many a Long and Lonesome Highway and If Looks Could Kill. He was truly a mainstream force, a household name in country music at this point.
He absolutely was. But like many artists, his journey with labels continued. After 1992's Life is Messy, he left Columbia and signed with MCA Records, releasing Let the Picture Paint Itself and Jewel of the South. This pattern of label transitions, rather than signifying a decline, I think it often points to an artist evolving, seeking the right creative home for their changing sound, and in Crowell's case, never diminishing his songwriting output or his commitment to his craft.
Which brings us nicely to his enduring prowess as a songwriter and sort of a new phase of critical acclaim in the 21st century. Even after his major mainstream solo success, he continued to enjoy significant wins as a songwriter in the 90s and 2000s. Several of his songs became top 10 country hits for other artists. What is it about his compositions that makes them so timeless and appealing across different voices and eras?
It's got to be his ability to tap into universal emotions with just uncommon lyrical precision and a strong sense of narrative. His songs often feel like little short stories you can sing along to.
Yeah, exactly.
We saw Song for Life become a hit for Alan Jackson, Making Memories of Us for Keith Urban.
Huge for Keith Urban.
Yep. Massive. Ashes by Now. Yes, that Ashes by Now for Leanne Womack and Please Remember Me for Tim McGraw. These weren't just catchy tunes. They were deeply felt compositions that really resonated.
That's a powerful legacy, isn't it? Beyond just his own recordings. Then, after a brief hiatus from releasing his own material, Crowell returned with the Houston Kid in 2001 on Sugar Hill Records. This album marked a pivotal shift, didn't it? A very personal collection of semi-autobiographical songs, including that poignant duet I Walk the Line Revisited with his ex-father-in-law, Johnny Cash.
He followed that up with Fate's Right Hand in 2003 and The Outsider in 2005, both back on Columbia, Nashville. And here's a crucial insight, not just from critics, but from Crowell himself. These 3 albums, The Houston Kid, Fate's Right Hand, and The Outsider, are widely considered his finest solo work.
Really?
What makes them stand out is this profound artistic reflection. They delve into his childhood, his family, life's complexities, with a raw honesty and a mature perspective that wasn't always as prominent maybe in his earlier, more commercially driven work. He was truly charting his own narrative territory there.
That's quite an assessment, particularly given his chart-topping earlier work. It speaks to an artist continuously pushing boundaries and delving deeper into their own story. And beyond the albums, he received significant accolades and honors, really solidifying his place in music history, inducted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2003, then the Music City Walk of Fame in 2007, and in 2019, he received the Poets Award from the Academy of Country Music for his songwriting achievements. These aren't just awards, they're testaments to a profound impact on the craft.
Precisely. These honors truly cement his legacy, and his collaborative spirit also remains strong and vibrant in the 21st century. In 2004, his 1970s road band, the notorious Cherry Bombs, reunited.
Oh, yeah.
Released an album that notably included Making Memories of Us, which, as we mentioned, became that huge hit for Keith Urban.
Right.
He also produced Irish singer-songwriter Kieran Goss's album Blue Sky Sunrise in 2005. It just demonstrates his continued role as both an artist and a mentor.
He's constantly shaping and influencing the soundscape. His 2008 album, Sex and Gasoline, even got a Grammy nomination for Best Contemporary Folk Americana Album, showing his versatility. And get this, he wrote Wynonna Judd's title track to her 2009 album, Sing, Chapter 1, and that song later became a #4 hit on the U.S. Billboard Hot Dance Club Songs chart after getting electronic dance music remixes.
Amazing.
From progressive country to dance music. His reach is incredible. He also produced Shelley Wright's 2009 album, Lifted Off the Ground.
That versatility is truly remarkable, isn't it? Reflects an artist just unbound by genre. In 2011, he published his memoir, Chinaberry Sidewalks.
Ah, the memoir.
Yeah, which focused on his parents' marriage and his early years in Houston, giving us a deeper look into the personal stories behind his songs and maybe informing that highly acclaimed trio of albums we talked about.
Makes sense.
Then, in 2012, Vanguard Records released Kinyen, songs by Rodney Crowell and Mary Carr, a really unique project where Carr wrote the lyrics and Crowell set them to music. It featured this diverse lineup of artists: Norah Jones, Vince Gill, Lucinda Williams, Rosanne Cash, Chris Christopherson, Emmylou Harris, Just a dream team of talent collaborating on his vision.
Wow, that sounds like a monumental undertaking, pulling together so many incredible voices. And speaking of Emmylou Harris, this enduring partnership led to even more Grammy Gold. February 26, 2013, Crowell and Emmylou released Old Yellow Moon. It shot up to #4 on Billboard's Country Albums chart, #29 on the Hot 200. It also won the Americana Music Awards Album of the Year in 2013, and they were named Group Duo of the Year. The recognition was just widespread.
And the crowning moment came January 26, 2014, when Old Yellow Moon won the Grammy for Best Americana Album. That marked Crowell's second Grammy Award.
Second Grammy, fantastic.
Their collaboration was so successful, so creatively fertile, that they released a second duet album, The Traveling Kind, on May 11, 2015. It just shows that some artistic partnerships only deepen and strengthen over time, leading to incredible results.
What an incredible career journey, marked by sustained creativity. And even in recent years, Crowell has remained incredibly active. Released Tarpaper Sky in 2014, his first album on New West Records.
Right.
He served as music director for the Hank Williams biopic I Saw the Light in 2014. And he continued his collaborative work, background vocals, co-writing songs for Jewel in 2015, Shelley Wright in 2016.
Still going strong.
His 2017 album, Close Ties, featured amazing collaborations with Rosanne Cash, John Paul White, Sheryl Crow. He even released a collaborative album called Texas in 2019 and appeared in the movie All Happy Families just last year, 2023. This is not a man who rests on his laurels. He's constantly creating.
It's not at all. And to understand his journey more fully, it's probably important to touch on his personal life and how it really intertwined with his artistry. In 1975, he married Martha Dent Watts. Their daughter Hannah was born in 76. This brief marriage ended in divorce, with Crowell retaining custody, which no doubt shaped his perspective as a young father and artist.
Then came his marriage to Rosanne Cash, Johnny Cash's daughter, from 1979 to 1992. This was a hugely influential period for both of their careers, wasn't it?
Oh, massively.
Crowell produced most of her albums during that time, shaping her sound significantly. And they collaborated on duets like 1988's It's Such a Small World. This isn't just a biographical note. It highlights how deeply his personal relationships fueled and shaped his artistic output.
Exactly.
And even after their divorce, they've remained on friendly terms, performed together occasionally. It's a testament to their mutual respect and shared creative history. They also have 3 daughters, Caitlin, Chelsea, and Carrie.
Their story truly highlights how deeply personal relationships can fuel and shape artistic output. In 1998, Crowell married singer Claudia Church, and they currently reside just south of Nashville. His life, both personal and professional, really forms this single, rich narrative.
So when you look at Rodney Crowell's entire career, what you see isn't just a musician, but like a tapestry of talent. He's been a prolific and respected songwriter for himself and for countless others, a chart-topping mainstream artist, an acclaimed Americana pioneer, and an influential producer and collaborator. His ability to move so fluidly between these roles, often intertwining them, speaks to a depth and versatility that's truly rare. He didn't just adapt to the industry, he consistently found ways to make his unique artistic voice heard and valued across different genres and roles.
It really paints the picture of a true craftsman, doesn't it? Always evolving, always contributing, and constantly refining his art.
What we've seen in this deep dive is more than just, a list of hits or awards. It's the story of an artist deeply committed to the craft of songwriting, whose curiosity and talent led him to explore vastly different musical landscapes. From the garage bands of Houston to the hallowed halls of the Grammys and the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, Rodney Crowell's journey highlights this persistent dedication to authentic expression that quietly reshaped country, pop, and Americana.
So considering his long career, marked by periods of mainstream pop success, followed by critically lauded Americana albums and continuous songwriting hits for others. What does Rodney Crowell's trajectory suggest about the true definition of a successful and impactful musical career?
Yeah, is it solely about chasing chart numbers? Or is it about sustained artistic growth and that quiet, pervasive influence that ripples through the industry for decades, shaping the soundscape without always being front and center? What might you gain by looking beyond the biggest names to appreciate the profound, lasting impact of those who truly shape the soundscape? Think about that for a while. This has been The Deep Dive.